YouTube recording 3010.
Hi,
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Mrs. DeWitt.
my name is Lucinda.
Good to meet you. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Well, the reason that you are here is I understand that you just gave birth to a baby girl.
Yes, I did.
What's her name?
Rosanna,
Rosanna, that's good. How much did she weigh?
6 pounds, 3 ounces.
6'3". That's a very good weight. Well, the reason that you were referred to me is because I hear it that you're having a little trouble at home with your parents accepting the birth of your daughter. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, my mother, she doesn't want me to bring the baby home. She ultimately wants me to give her up for adoption because she doesn't think, well, she thinks I'm going to ruin my life with the baby. And my father, is, he wants what's best for me, but he's also agreeing with my mother.
Hmm.
And I myself, I want my baby.
That's how you feel. You want your baby?
Yes.
Okay. Um, what plans did you have for bringing your baby home? Had you discussed this with your mother already? Did you know that she felt this way in regards to your daughter?
Not up until now.
Hmm. How would you describe the relationship that you have with your mother?
It Before I got pregnant, it was sort of distant, and I couldn't get along with her like I should have.
Okay, I can understand that. Being a teenager and having parents, sometimes that relationship is a little bit hard, but we all get through it. Now, the your daughter's father, is he in the picture at all?
No.
No. When was the last time you spoken with him?
When I told him I was pregnant, then I never heard from him again.
So he was not at the birth of the baby?
No.
No. Now I know that being a teenage mother and being pregnant is sometimes very difficult. And we all often need someone to talk to and lean on. Who is your support system? Who would you identify as the people that you can depend on?
It was really no one but my best friend, and she was going through the same thing as me because she got pregnant at the same time I did. So we just confided in each other.
Okay. Did she deliver her baby yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Now, the reason you are here, like I said before, is because you gave birth to your baby girl. Your mother really is kind of at odds with bringing her home, but the main goal of this meeting is to find placement for your daughter. Now, I understand you don't want to give her up for adoption, which is understandable, but because you are a minor, you are limited on the things that you can do without the assistance of your parents. Now, you spoke of your mother. Is your father in the picture?
Yes, he is.
How does your father feel about this situation?
I told you, he wants the same thing my mother wants, but at the same time, he wants what's best for me and what I want to.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you, what do you feel as though is best for you?
I want my baby. I want to take her home. I don't want her to be raised up in a foster environment or orphanage because she should have grew up with her parents just as I did.
Okay. Um, well, we hope to find some common ground that you will be happy with the decision, your parents can be happy with the decision, and ultimately, the goal is for the safety and well being of the baby. So, um, have you looked at any other alternatives besides adoption, like family placement, any close friends, or anything like that that might be willing to take the baby in for now?
I have one aunt that stays in Ohio, but it's out of state, and I don't know how rough that would be.
Okay, that's totally understandable. What's her name? Maybe we can talk to her because everyone needs a support system, and she could be a good support system for you in the future. Um, we definitely want to keep her open as an option. Maybe we can see and get something arranged to where the baby can stay with her until you become of age and you get school out the way and all of those other things that we all work through as teenagers.
Her name is Evelyn Green.
Evelyn Green. Okay. Now, the next thing I would like to go over with you is how are you feeling, sweetie? How are you feeling? I know that this is a very important time. It's supposed to be a special time in your life, but it seems as though you are conflicted with other things. I want to know how are you feeling?
I'm tired from having a baby physically, but It's just a lot having to deal with all these people and people ask me what I want to do next, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, and it's just it wears me out mentally too.
Well, that's totally understandable. I can understand where you're coming from because at one point in time I was in the same type of situation. But I know if I can get through it, you definitely can too. So, the purpose of this meeting, like I said before, is to discuss and have you involved in the placement of your daughter. Right now, she's in the hospital and she will be discharged tomorrow. Um, Given the circumstances of what you're going through, I want you to have that option of having custody of your child. But right now, I know that you're a minor and we have to go by what the law says is acceptable. Now, I would think, just for now, that it would be suitable for your child to go into foster care. This does not mean that you are giving up your rights to your baby. This doesn't mean that you cannot see your baby. This just means that right now, while you and your parents are working out issues, your baby will have a safe place to live. And you can visit her at any time you feel. Is that something that you might want to discuss, or
Yeah, that sounds like an option.
it could be an option? Okay, now I hear you are in the 11th grade, right?
Yes.
How are you doing in school?
Well, my grades kind of slipped since when I was pregnant. I had to be in and out of school, so my grades dropped to a C plus average.
Okay, well, that's still good. Your grades dropped to a C plus average, but you're still passing. So I want you to make sure that you maintain that C plus average so that you can graduate. Because right now, education is the most important thing for you. That will help you with being a better mom for your daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to work on an intervention plan. And basically, those are goals that we're going to work together to make sure that we find placement for your daughter and that the situation ends the way you want to because it's all about you and what you want, okay? Okay. So the primary goal for you will be you and I, you primarily, will assist with the infant's temporary placement. That sounds like an obtainable goal.
Yes.
Okay. The second goal will be your family, your mother and father, because they are ultimately responsible for you. We need to get them in here also and talk to them about where this baby is going to be permanently placed. Because as you stated before, you want to maintain custody, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to try and do whatever it is it takes to make sure that your wishes are fulfilled, okay? But in the meantime, we're going to need your families to get in here so we can all discuss what do they think is a viable option for you and your daughter and her permanent placement. So that's primary goal number 2. Okay, now we're going to get down to the objectives. I think that because you have went through a lot and you are a teenage mother, that you should have someone to talk to. I think that confiding in someone other than someone that's of your age and give you a better insight on some of the things that you're going through and you might want to choose as an option. Excuse me. You might want to talk to someone. Do you think that that would be suitable for you?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with speaking to someone? Well, I guess so. You're talking to me now, right? Yeah, you think it'd be cool if you talk to someone and kind of let them know how you're feeling and work through some of the issues that you might have.
That's fine.
Okay, so one of the objectives will be that you will attend therapy every 2 weeks to help with issues of being a teenage mother. With that, I do understand that the next objective will be the client will explore family and close friends for your baby's temporary placement. The next goal and objective will be family will meet twice a month to help with an agreement on infant's permanent placement. The next objective will be you will continue to attend high school classes as scheduled and stay on track for graduation. Are those all goals that you can obtain?
I can.
They're achievable, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think so too. If we can work through A and D together, we got this, okay? And I'm glad that we were able to meet under these circumstances and no other serious issues will ensue. I thank you for your time, and I am going to finish writing this contract up. And this concludes the end of our interview.
Thank you, Mr. Wick.
You're welcome.